Okay, welcome back to another class of learning CodeIgniter, how to create a news project using CodeIgniter. So we'll resume from where we stopped at. Last time we resumed where we can log in, and at this point we just provide our username. I think my username is admin and the password is 1234. Let us see if it will work. It was not showing this. Okay, we did not even work on the login. You remember last time we did not work on the login and logout. We did not do that. So let me work on that login. Remember we worked on the create account. We could create an account and then be logged in, but we never worked on this login part. So let me work on that, and because it's part of the project as well. So no one will will fix it for me apart I myself. So we'll go to the login file and create that logic. So I'll go to application, I go to views, then I go to admin, admin, then I go to login.php. Yeah, that's the place. So I'm going to look for this login part. Okay, so I'll come here to login part, where there's email. This is sign up. This is sign up form, and there is sign in form is here. Okay, sign in form. Where is the form? The form. See? The sign in form is here. You can see it. Now you know where is this button? This button of submitting. So when I click on submit, it do this and then does not really submit. So I want to stop that first. So you can do that using your jQuery and log in someone asynchronously by checking using your Ajax, and then if the username and password is correct without refreshing page, you log in someone. That is also possible. You can as well do that. So what I'm going to do is just to check this username. Sorry. I want to fix this problem. Like I want this button to work as as a submitting button. So I'm going to come here to sign in. I see if there is any ID attached to the submit. You can see this ID. There is some JavaScript that is written that is listening to this ID. Like when someone clicks on this ID, it does not really submit. It does what? It makes that toast. It makes the other toast that you're seeing. So I'm going to remove this ID. I want to change this type to this button to type of what? Submit. Okay. So I can put here the word login. Maybe on sign in is the same as login, so I can put login. So if I come and refresh, I'll have this. Put the username, admin, and then password is pass, for example. And when I click on login, it's not really login. There's something which is stopping us from logging in. Okay, so let us see how we can solve that, because it's part of the template itself. We cannot log in. So this type of submit, and it is in this form, and the form has action. Let us give this form an action. So it's going to be action of itself. So I'll just simply give this one action of PHP echo what? Echo site URL, and then this site URL I'll pass admin stroke login, so that it should submit to itself. Okay. What I'm going to do, you see here, JavaScript is okay. This is signing up. Here there we have username. So let me put here in username something that just going to be one for testing. Admin, and then also password. I'm going to put here something just for testing, so that I should not enter myself while I'm repeating. I should not repeat myself while I'm entering the information. So here in password, where there is password, where is that input? The input is here. I'll give value of 1 2 3 4, for example. So if you come and refresh and click here, you see it's not working still. So we're going to look for that JavaScript and see how we can fix that button and remove that cancellation of login. So what you do, you'll come here down where there is JavaScript, try to zoom and look for, you see here it is JavaScript for every page. Can you read here? Global theme bundle used by all page. So this bundle or this JavaScript are used by for the template, and they're used by what? By every page. So we don't need to touch this, okay? But we know there is some custom JavaScript that is stopping us from logging in, or from submitting this form. And of course that JavaScript will be specifically for this page. And you can see here there is a comment, page script used by this page. So this script is the one that is used by this page only. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to find out this script and find out that button, that action or that function that is stopping us from logging in. So the location of the script is straightforward. You can see it is under assets folder, JavaScript, pages, then custom, then login, then login general. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go under assets, of course. Under assets there is JS, under JS there is pages, under JS pages there is custom, and under custom there is login general the JS, which is here. Where is it? Login general.js. Okay, let me first allow this person who is joining, and then I'll come and select. Okay, so it will be login general.js. So we have, okay, there's another one more folder called login. So login, and under login, you see these are the JavaScript for different login pages. This is called login general.js. Okay, so I'll look for that file, which is here. Can you see? It is here, login general.js. So there is some JavaScript that is stopping us from what? From logging in. Now we're going to find it. There's one thing called cancel default. Can you see? Prevent default. Can you see? Can you see this? You can come and play with JavaScript. It's just it's not so complicated. You can come and play with them. But there is one function that is called the prevent prevent default event. It's called prevent default. That prevent default, it always cancel the what? The login logic. Always cancel the default logic. For example, if you have a link and you don't want someone to click on that link and it works, or you don't want to allow someone to work, you don't want that link to work, you want to cancel the default action of that link, what do? You prevent the default of that link. Let me show you what I'm meaning. Assume that I have here my link. That's JavaScript that you'll have to find out by yourself. I'll not give you the whole thing. So maybe it's muhindo.com. okay, that's my link. Okay, and then here maybe say contact me. Okay, don't mind about my spellings. I'll contact Muhindo. So that link, if we come and refresh, where is the button though? I think I put in a wrong place. I put in a sign in. Okay, let me come and put here in a straightforward place. Okay, let me put it here on top of the keyword sign up. So where is it? Put it here. Okay, so I hope it's gonna come here. Where is it? I cannot see. Did I put the values though? I cannot see it. Can you see it, guys? Okay, it is here inside the button. Let me put outside the button. Let me put it here on top here, just for testing. So here it is. Okay, so if I click on this link, of course the website will take me there. Okay, the website will take me to where the link is going. But if I don't want to allow this the default action of this link, I want to do something else when someone clicks on this link. What do? I have to select, maybe let me first write here my simple jQuery. So I come here, write my simple jQuery script. Okay. And then write here my ready event. Maybe create some alert to make sure that this ready event is working. Okay. So the ready event is working. So I'm going to avoid this link to work using JavaScript. Whatever thing. So what you do, you select it and you use this prevent default event. This one. Okay. So what do? I'm just going simply to catch it, to catch all the links. So to catch all the links, you just simply say $, a tag, because it's just a plain name. So a tag's name. So I'm going to catch all links, tag's name. Dot what? Dot just okay. Dot prevent default. Prevent default. So if I refresh, no. I have to attach this click listener. So like not like this. I have to attach the click listener. Dot what? Dot click. So that's it. So it will send me an event. So if I want someone to do what, to that link to work, so I'll just catch that event and put dot what? Dot prevent default. So that prevent default can do anything that the browser will do by default. Okay, can stop anything that the browser will do by default. It can be a form submission, it can be anything. Okay, so can you see? I'm clicking on the link. Is it working? No, it's not working. Now, for example, maybe I wanted to toast maybe something like you're not allowed to log in or to click on this link. I can as well do this. So let me alert. You are not allowed to click on this link, something like that. Okay, so if we do that, save, come and refresh. So you see the link is okay. It is having the href, it is having everything, but I click on it, it does not work. Okay, what makes that possible is this prevent default. Otherwise, if I remove prevent default, I refresh, you see I've removed just prevent default. I click, you see the alert will come, yes, but the default behavior of a link will do what? Will continue. So you should learn that if you want to prevent anything by default, you use this function prevent default. It's a built-in function of JavaScript. So learn that from today and onwards. You'll start making projects where you don't want the default behavior of a certain button or a certain link or a certain element of HTML. For example, you see these guys, they don't want the default behavior of the submit button. Like when you click on submit, the default behavior is to submit this form, but they stop us. So what makes that is the what? The prevent default. Like they stop us because they want to do things using JavaScript. You can as well do that, like you stop people, and then once he clicks on login, what do? Maybe you fetch the what? The username and password, and send those information to the database or to the back end, and check if this username and password is correct using Ajax. Once username and password is correct, then you refresh. You log in this user, or you tell them what happened. Okay, so that's how we do it. That's how you can log in someone asynchronously. Okay, and it's the most secure way to log in people using JavaScript, because JavaScript is hard to do what? To access and modify. But if you just give this HTML, someone can do what? Can just simply view your source code and for example you put here required, you put required, someone can view your source code and then just come and click on your element, and if you're having your validation here of using HTML, I don't know, required what, someone can change. Can you see? I can change this, and when I change, you see, so someone can exploit. Can you see I change the username, I change the what, because it is HTML. Okay, it is HTML, so I can change it, and I can do that. I hack your website. I can write my malicious code, and I submit it to your website, and then you'll see what happens. I can do what I can. How should I say? I can modify things using HTML, but JavaScript you cannot do that. You see, this is the login JavaScript, but you cannot modify it. Okay, you can open it, no problem. For example, if I right click and say open in new tab, the JavaScript is there, but can you modify it? No. So if you want to make secure projects, at the point of logging, use what? Use JavaScript. I taught you basics of jQuery, so the rest you can handle by yourself. But HTML, you see, it can be modified. So I'm going to remove this. I hope you guys have got my point. I'm going to remove the prevent default action for login. So can you see? Let me first see where there is my form. Where is this? But where they are preventing from? Okay, I can just see. Okay, this is login, sign in, submit. You see, on click. This is on click listener for what? For signing. So this is just a click listener. So I'll leave this one the way it is. This is handle, forgot button. Can you see there's some comment? You see, handle sign up. There is another one called. Can you see? Handle cancel button, handle submit button, handle cancel button, that is login forget, submit. Let me just search submit. I hope I'll find it. That is canceling what? Canceling the submission, I think. Here, so handle submit button. Let me just comment this. Okay, you see, so that's how it makes the secure website. Okay, so I can hand submit button, and I return maybe that you should not even validate, but you can go ahead and validate your data. So using JavaScript, it's just simple. Don't be afraid of it. So that one is not it. So I'm going to do the same for all the prevent buttons just to save our time. You can see this one is login, submit, prevent. Let me comment also this one, and also return. So I'll come and refresh. So to refresh sometimes may not work. Okay, you see now it is submitting just because you're using get, so you may not see. But if you refresh and I click here, you'll see that there's a gate that is being sent. So it is submitting now. Okay, before it was not submitting. So I don't know, I think it was not submitting, but you see now it is submitting this information in the gate. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to change my login. So that's how you handle, that's how you can handle that. It's very interesting. You should get more time and dig about JavaScript and jQuery, form validation, and the rest. So what I'm going to do at this moment, I'm going to change the action to what? To be what? To be post. So I'll put here the method to be post. Okay. So how will I know that someone is logging, not registering? So how will I know? I can also put, you see, all what is in login, the username and password is already the what? Is already in the register. Okay? So the username and password is already also here. So how will I know that, hey, this time is login action, is a registration log action? All that is logic, you have to find a way out. Me, I always name the what? I always name the buttons for like I give buttons the names. So when I give them names, of course, there is a different button for submitting, for logging in, and there's a bit different button for sign up. So I can know this is a specific button for certain action. But you can find also another logic. I can find another logic. Don't just rely on mine. I have other logics, but for now, I'm just going to give this button for login. I'm going to just give it a name. Then I'll know this is just for what? For login. So login, then I'll come here on top and check the login action. So how will I check login action? After checking someone's already logged in, I'll go ahead and check is set what? Is set login. Okay, and then stop from here and then put there is set login, and then I will just printer my login post and then die, and then echo the pre-tag here. Okay, I come and refresh. So I have username and password. I click on login, refresh. Let me hit refresh, shift and refresh. This thing working really. Okay, click on login. Still, it's still preventing. Let's see. Just cancel all the preventions. Just cancel and return. Login. Okay. Prevent default. This is for sign up button, and click listener. Login. Click listener. Prevent default. Let me also prevent this one. I'll just return and then some and cancel that. I'll just also hide what? Hide cancel button. That one is okay. I'll not prevent it. Handle cancel button. This is for cancel. Yeah, that's it. Maybe. Yeah, let me refresh. I'd refresh, shift and refresh. Yeah, now it's working. Okay, now it's working. So you come and play with these things, and I've shown you how to navigate to the right JavaScript of a particular page. So I refresh. There we go. I'll come to see my in my database. I come to the the project database, which is BD news. Come to the users. I have two users. They have username, user ID, last name. Yeah, they have username and what and password. Okay, so I'm getting these users. I'm going to get just these users by what? By their username. Okay. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to come here. I already have this function that gets user by username. Okay. So what is it? First of all, let me first get the username and password and put them aside in just plain variables. So what will I do? I'll just say username is equal to post what? Post username. But if you want to write a strong project, you have to first check if it's set before you just fetch, because someone can delete your username using their own HTML. You can modify HTML. Even users can modify HTML. So a user can modify the HTML and remove the word username and submit the form without username, and then he see the errors in your project and start hacking you from there. So it is better to first check if the username is set or not. So I have the username and password. So I'm going to get the user by what? By username. I think we already have that function which gets the user by username. Okay, it is here, right? You already have it. That's beautiful, and that's the beauty of writing functions. You don't repeat yourself. So I'm going to just simply get user by username. The username is just in the same place, so even if I don't change, So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put here. Okay, so first of all, I'll check if this user really exists. So what will I do? I'll check if is what? If is empty. If empty, this object, I'll do what? I will redirect. Remember, when the username is not found on database, we send an empty array from this function. If you still remember when you wrote these functions, models and then my functions, can you see? I return an empty array when the data is not found on database of this user. So I'm going to check if it's empty, then I'll know this user does not exist on what? On database. Let me send the message. I already have the function for sending those small messages. So I'll come here and redirect, of course. Let me just get this the way it is here. And then paste there. So I can say username does not exist. User with, okay. User, let me just remove this stuff. Username does not exist on database. I'll just send maybe danger. Okay, so that's it. Okay, and I make sure the user does not proceed here by doing what? Dying. So I come and refresh. Of course, will take us back to the what? The login page with a message: username does not what? Does not exist. So that is straightforward. Let me come and log in with this user and password. I don't remember the password. I think it's 1234. 1234. Login. Okay. So I proceed. What happens again? Do I need to refresh again? I'd refresh. Okay. It's not working again. Let me come for the first time. Still, this thing is still preventing. I don't know why. Let us remove this prevention thing for good. Let me see the name of this form, the ID that is given to this form. This thing is still preventing. So let me see the name that is given for this to this form. It's called what? The ID. Sometimes they prevent it by ID. So this ID of this form is called sign-in form. I'm going to search this ID. So I'll come to the JS and search for what? For this ID. Can you see this, guys? It is here. So I see if there is any prevention there. You see here where the rules find the what by username and password, and then you can modify these things. They are here, the validations. So I'll just come and search for it. It is here. Let me just remove this section. I can as well handle it and remove it like this. Okay, so I'll delete this and remove its calling here. Okay, save. I can remove also the init login. Let me save and come hard refresh. Press shift and refresh. This thing can't stop us. Okay, everything is beautiful. Okay, everything is beautiful. Let me come and get this username. I hope you're watching how I did it, because you're also using. I just remove this handler. That's part of JavaScript, guys. Okay, so I will come here and work on this stuff. Now you see, when I submit the right username, it means that the user was found. That's why it did not redirect us. So what next? The next step is to do what? Is to validate to verify the password is correct. So after we find you that you exist on database, now the second step is to verify if you really allowed to, if the password that you provided is correct. So I just duplicate the same method, but the difference here will be verify. So I just write password verify. Okay, So what do? I pass the password that you've submitted right now, which is here, this one. Okay, and I pass the password from the database. Of course it is the hash. Let me dump it here, and you see, let me not redirect at this point, because it may end up redirecting me. Let me dump it here. So I'll just simply say printer the user that has just been returned from what? From database. I hope you guys are following. You see this one, I'm dumping it. So if I refresh, you see it has come with a what? With a hash. This is the hash that I'm interested in. So how will I get it? It is an object, so I'll have to use the point and then user. So I can just put here user and then point out this. So let me first check if everything is okay before I do what? Before I redirect, because most of you always cry. So if is true, then it will execute this part. Otherwise, it will execute this part. So here I put bad. Can say echo good. Okay. So I come and refresh, and you can see we're having what? We're having good, because we provided the correct username and password. But if I change anything on my username, for example, let me concatenate something here on my password. I just concatenate some garbage, okay, to see if my hash is really working. So refresh. Can you see? It's gonna be bad. So it's executing that bad part because the password is wrong. So I'll make this one opposite. This opposite thing always disturb people. I'll make it opposite. So in case the password is not correct, it should execute this bracket. That opposite thing should not confuse you. Of the note should not confuse you. I just don't want to use the else part. Okay. So I say username. Password. You entered wrong password. Okay. So I say the danger. So otherwise, if he passed these 2 steps of the redirection of password and the username, then I say good to what? Good to go. He'll be good to go. So I refresh. Perfect. It's good to go now. So I'll first remove these printers. I remove this. Make sure that your page is clean before you redirect anything. Make sure that it is clean. There's no echo. Otherwise, if there is something displaying before you redirect, then when you put your website in the server, it will refuse to work. When you put it online, it may refuse to redirect. So now what you have to do is to redirect or to log in the user. Now when I'm logging the user, I have to log in exactly like the way I log in that user in registration. So at the registration, don't create 2 different login logics and then it starts confusing you. You see, this is how I logged in the user. So I just come and copy this part and then paste it here. Okay. So I'll press enter like this. Okay, so we are done with our login logic. Okay, so I'll change also the message maybe. Okay, so your account was logged in successfully. So far, any questions, members? Hadija, you have a question? Yes. You have a question?
No.
You understood?
No. Okay. Still.
Did you fix the other thing?
You made my program worse than before.
Astaghfirullah.
Wallahi,
Astaghfirullah.
template doesn't even appear now.
Really, you're not serious, Hadi? I showed you the problem.
I'm very serious. I wanted to continue. I replaced the page, and like everything was gone. I said, what?
But I showed you the problem. I showed you the problem that your problem was the default URL. default.
Yeah.
I mean, the base URL. Didn't I show you that you're putting the different IP and the different IP in the what in the base URL? Did I show you that?
You told me that, but the moment you left, I tried to fix it again. Then I refreshed the page. I don't see anything. It was like a skeleton standing waiting for me. I wanted to call you immediately.
I knew that you appreciated so much. I knew that I fixed the problem and I knew that you proceed because that was the only problem.
Okay, after the class, I will show you. You see it yourself. I wanted to call you immediately afterwards, but I said maybe you are in another program. So I said, let me manage with it.
Aha. Okay. Me, I feel that I did a very great job last night. So I'm just surprised. So, you see, members, that's it, eh? So if I refresh here, and then I'll be directed to my what? And define data, something is wrong. Oh yeah. Something is wrong here. I already have the user. I don't want to do this. I've messed up, but it's okay. I think it's okay. Though I messed up, but it's okay. So I hope let me remove the log. Let me log out. Just remove. You just right click here and then say remove the data. Okay, and then if I come and refresh here, it should take me to what? Lempo stroke login. Yeah, so let me log in. I've not put even security on the admin side. Let me put the security there. Okay, let me put the security. So I'll just come and copy this. Like if someone is not logged in, you shouldn't access the admin section. So I'll come and put it here. So we come here to the controller, admin controller. Where is the admin home? It's in the index. So I'll come in the admin folder and look for the index, which is this one. Okay, so before I display anything, I first check if this user is logged in. Okay, so I check if is not set. Okay, well, I can send a message even. Let me send some message like not allowed. Okay, so I'll come here. If it is not set, I'll do what? I'll say login before I proceed, or I can say unauthorized access. Okay, then I'll direct that user back. So let us try to go to the admin. You see, try to go to the admin side. I have to check if is not set. If is not set, let me first unset this one. It is directing. Unset. Okay. If is not set, that is, then I come here. If is set, where there is login, I check. If is set, I direct this user to the other side. So in the admin side, if is not set, I'm redirecting to the same page. I was supposed to redirect to what? To stroke what? To stroke login. Admin stroke what? Stroke login. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, so there we go. Now I cannot access the word admin part. I've not put the security. So the username is admin, password is that, login. Yeah, everything is okay. Your username was logged in. I mean your account was logged in successfully. Okay, so that's it. That's perfect. So now the remaining part is just to come here and create post. create post. Now I'm going to put here my template does not look that great, but hope you can get a point. Okay, so I'm going to put here the create post. I'm going to first work on the logic, the appearance. I'll work on it later. So I'm going to create here the post. So we have the create post. So I'll have to put the category first. So I have to put the category section here. So to put category section, I'll come here to create post. Where's create post? And then I want to put here the category select. Yeah, like you have to put a post in a certain category. So to do that, I will just simply come here and just select I'll just create another label and change this one to type file instead of text. No, yeah, type text, no problem, but no, I'm going to make it a select. I can just put here, this is post title, not post name. Post title. Okay, then I can put here category and select this, and then this is going to be a list of categories. So I'm going to write a function that gets all categories. Did I write it? I don't know. Let's go and check in our functions if we wrote it. So I'll come to functions, get categories. Good, I already have it, so I don't need to surf again. So I'll just come and get categories here. I'll just simply say I can just put this here, PHP, and I get all the categories. Cats is equal to this. I loaded all my functions with F and then put get categories. Husna, are you following? Snata. Husna.
Yeah.
You're following, eh? Do you have any problems so far? Husna?
Yes, me.
Are you having any shomusha?
Shit.
Not yet. I hope so. So you see, I first dump my categories. I dump my categories and see how they look like before I start using them. So this is the structure of my categories, you can see. So don't just do things blindly. Okay? So you have a right to first dump something before you proceed. So I can just even first comment here without, because to help me not make a mistake. So this is it's an object. So I can come and loop now, okay? I'll come and loop here. For example, the first one I can leave it empty, and then I come and create a what? A loop. So let's just say for each, press the tab key and they will take care of the rest. So I'll come here, press the tab 1 key, and then I'll come and put here, I'm looping through cats. I can say one is called cat, and then I'll come and put here the name of a category, which is PHP, and then put the name of a category. So how to surround every information with HTML entities. The reason why I surround these HTML entities is to avoid users to write the code that will break our projects, because this category name will come from the user. Now what if a user submits something like this as the category name? What will happen? So it will have to break all the HTML. But if you want to avoid that problem, you just surround your echo with HTML entities. Then it will take care of those weird HTML characters that can mess up with HTML code. So I'll come and put the category name. Category name is here, title. So you see the advantage of dumping something first before you do. You'll not make mistake because everything will be written for you with the right spelling. I have someone who is having spelling problems. She writes, for example, when we're inside the form, where there is a mother name, she can write mother name. Now when she's submitting the form, she write mother name. Then you see a problem. Husna, how are you?
I'm sure it's not me.
Yeah, I'm just greeting. Yeah, I'm greeting you. Is it bad to greet you? I should cry. So this is how. Be careful, eh? Make sure this simple spelling they don't make. So for me to solve that problem, I also do them. But to solve that problem, I first dump, or I come to the database and check, get these very names of the columns that I used. Eh? But otherwise, someone not here even, I don't know whether he's here or not here, has that serious problem. She ends up calling me while crying. So I say, yeah, baby, that's part of the game. So that's it. I echo here the ID, and to be sure that the spellings are okay, first dump and copy those very spellings. So it's a very good technique. It's a very great technique. So if it's a wrong spelling, you'll maintain your wrong spelling. If it's a correct spelling, then you do that. But otherwise, I don't want you to cry of this problem again. Both of them, they are mother, but mother name, but PHP won't understand that. So we'll say those are two different names. So there we go. So I'll come and refresh here. Everything is perfect. So if I come and refresh, I'll have that. Oh, this thing again is slow. I don't know why. So you see, category name. So what I have to do is just to give the class. Let me remove this. Class of form control. Class of form control. Okay, so if I come and refresh, why is it slow? Form control, I give it to the select, not to the option. Form control in the select, and then I give this category name, so I can come to the posts. Okay, of course I have to change to check the category. It's called category, so I'll give it a name of what, of category, and then I'll make it also what, required. So there we go. The category, I mean the category post details, it is here, post details. I hope it is the same name. So everything is perfect now. Only that the button for submitting is of type submit, so everything is okay. So what do I need to do is just to check the submission, and I start doing the submission logic. So you can put a security in every file, or you can put the security in the top of in functions themselves. So here I may not even put security. I'll just check if it's set. Oh, I already did it. Oh, I already did it. Yeah, that's great. Wow, that's great. How did I do it without even categories? Okay, I already did that. Okay, let's see. Refresh. So if I submit, I'll have to enter a post name. Let me get here some news. Bangladesh news. Bangladesh news. You can use this BD News 24. You can use this 24 Live newspaper. Let me get this news post. I'll come and copy this. Come and paste there. Come and save this image. Let's get the one the account to be opened. Start striking. Come and get the what? Just the top. Come and paste here. So I'll come and get. Oh, I've not put the image part. Okay, so I can just create a post. So I select a category and then submit. Something is wrong, but no problem. We're gonna fix that. Okay, we're gonna fix it. So what do? I have to I have to change this one, create post, not create category. Create post. That day I did it while I'm so tired. So it's create post, not category. I have to see what is happening. So good enough, you don't even redirect. So that first comes the direction part and just die. Okay, just die. So you see what is it saying? Unknown category field. So something is called category. Okay, let me first dump all what is being posted. It's a problem. I've not fixed it. Actually, I never created the post submission part. I was wondering who created it for me. This is the category part. I was wondering who did this for me. So I'll just check. Let me first dump and see. To tag. I see. I have to check for the what? For the title, maybe. For the create title, which is here. For the post title, what is it? Input name post title. Of course, is required. So I'll check for that. Okay. So you can see before we're checking for it here. Post title. So let me dump. Let me dump everything that is being submitted. I had to see the action where we're submitting at. Can you see? Create post. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay now. Just refresh. Yeah. So that's it. So have category. Post category title. You see the problem? It's not called post category title. It is just post category. Let me copy these things and I modify them from here. So I'll just come and paste this. So I have the ID that will take care of itself. I have post title. So not post category title. It is post title. So I'll come here and remove this one. Post title. No. I'll have put here post title. Remember, I just duplicated that form on that day. Post title, not here category details. I say post details. Okay. Post details. Okay. So here the name should be post details. So I'll come here and remove this post details. Post detail. I was wondering who did this for me. So I'm realizing that I never did it actually. I just copied the form from the category form. Okay, the date will take care of it, the photo later, the category, so it's already taken care of. So everything is okay now. Let us submit our form. So by simply pressing enter, create category, there we are. So I'll reset and then I'll come here, post title. Where is the post title? The details are here. I'll copy the details, paste them here, the story. So also the number of text, I can change it to 5. So the post is there, the category, headlines, and then the title. The title, I'll come and get the title that is here. These guys are number 1 so far in Bangladesh news. So it did not die. I was expecting it to die. Okay, yeah, good enough, it did not redirect. Okay, let's see. So what are we checking? We are checking if it's set. If it's set what? If it's set post title, not post category. That's why it's not dying. So I'll come and change this one. It's set post title. So I'll come here and get this stuff and post them here. Here, such as date, we'll take care of it here. Okay, so everything is okay. Let's refresh. Okay, so post title is handled, post category is handled, details are handled. So what else? We have to handle the date is handled, photo we are coming for it. Category is handled. Post by, we have to handle that. So post by, I'll have to put this post by and remember we have a user in a session, so I'm just going to get that very user, which is under session. I hope I won't make a mistake. User, then I'll get his user ID. User underscore ID. Remember, use his ID to reference for that from that user. User underscore ID. I hope I have not made a mistake. Refresh. Yeah, it's there. User ID. So what else? Now I have to handle the page views, post views. So post views, of course, begin with 0. Make this one 0. We are good to go there. So refresh. Everything is perfect. Okay, everything is perfect. Now we have to do what? To submit this in a what? To put in database, right? So I'll come here to the post database. The name of the post table is called post. So I'll just put here post, and I just submit this post. So before you direct, I have to make sure that everything is good. It's kawa. We say kawa. So I'll check if it's okay. So not kawa. It's not good. So first check before you direct. Okay. So refresh. Kawa. So everything is okay. So I can now remove these confirmation keywords. Hey, so many notifications. So I'll also uncomment this and then redirect user to what? To the main part, the admin part. So I can now refresh, and then we have successfully created our post. There we go. I've successfully created the post. So all posts, we have not fixed that. So we're going to work on all posts. What's the time that is remaining? 15 minutes. Yeah. In these 15 minutes, we can submit a what? We can submit the file photo. I mean the photos. That we know that today we're done with posts. So Musa, I hope you're there. Musa.
Yes, I'm here.
Are you following?
Yeah, I'm following.
That's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to put here the what? The table. I want to click here on all posts so that I should see. Actually, I can put these posts just here on the very top. Here on the very, very home page. Like when we open, the first thing that we see should be what? When I open the admin panel, the first thing that we see should be the what? Should be the post. So how do I do that? I just simply, what will I do? I will just simply, actually, even this dashboard, you have to modify it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to put a table first. Of course, then will come these links later. So to put a table, I can use my own table. I can use the data tables. I think that I'm going to just put a plain HTML table. Then in the next class, I'll show you how you can use data tables for large data. But for now, I'm just going to put a plain HTML table. So what will I do? I'll get all posts. So I'll just come and write a function that will get for me all the posts. So I'll come here and write a function get all posts. So what will it be like? It will be select all from posts, order by maybe ID desk, post ID desk. So let me see. It will come here and get all the what? All the posts. Order by post ID, post underscore ID. But remember, this post is having some foreign keys. It is referencing, for example, the category. Can you see here? The category is not there. We're having one, so we have to select from category at the same time from this post. So, and user ID is also what? A primary as a foreign key. So we have to select from post at the same time, post category, and then use those foreign key to connect. So it will be select all from posts, comma, post category, comma, and then what? And okay, let's first work on these two, and then users, no problem, and then users. So here I have now to do what? To put a a condition that will link the post category and the post table. Okay, otherwise if you don't put that condition that will link the post category and the post table, what will happen? You'll get a Cartesian product. You all CSE students, so you know what I mean. So those who are watching these tutorials that they never paid for, they'll find out what is a Cartesian product. So I will put posts. I'll put here where. I know I can as well write it from here, like where, and then I start writing the conditions. But I want to organize the SQL, so it doesn't matter even if you press enter. So here are the wheres. So where, I'll put where posts dot what dot category. Category is equal to so I'm selecting from what? From post category is equal to post category dot what dot id dot post category id. I'm using the same name as I did there. So that one will link the posts and post category. We need another condition that is going to link the post and the post users. So I'll have the add the and then press enter and say and post dot what dot post by. You have to make sure that you're using the correct username. You see, so it is post dot what dot post by. Okay, so I copy this dot post by is equal to, so this one is linking with what? With the users table. Users dot what dot user id dot user id. Okay, dot user id. So by doing this, it will not it will not repeat itself. Don't do that Cartesian product. Okay, then you can write order by and the rest. And that is our simple SQL. So members, who did not understand this SQL? Members, did you understand this SQL? This connects post and the what and the category. This connects post and the what and the user. Then it will make sure these are satisfied, not to repeat the columns. Did we understand? Can someone confirm that they understood? Did you understand, members, here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope so. So there we go. So I'm going to just get this post. I'm going to use this function, get all posts. I come here to the index. I don't know. Where's the admin home? In fact, let us see. So here is the admin. So admin by default, let us see what it is loading. Admin by default. So I'll come to the controller and come to the what? To the index. Of course, it's loading index also. Admin index. So I'll come to our admin. Then there's index file here. You see, admin data goes here. So you call those posts, all posts. So to get all posts, I just simply put my PHP there. PHP. And get all the posts by simply saying posts is equal to this get all posts, and then let me dump these posts by simply putting a pre-tag and PHP printer. So if I come and refresh, hope there is no any mistake. And define what? Oh yeah. This dot what? F BD news posts does not exist. Select all. Oh, it's called post, not posts. You see? So I have to come and modify. My table is called post, not posts. Okay? So I'll come and modify from post to post. I can just select Ctrl F, Alt Enter, and paste there. Post. Okay, So I've changed to post. I hope everything is perfect now. Refresh. Yeah, everything is perfect. That's our data. So it comes with everything, the user information, who created this post, and the name of the category. So let us display this post in a table, and then we see if the time will allow us to upload the photo. So I will come to index and then remove this, and then just comment here because I don't want to do mistakes. So I've got the posts. So I say if the posts are not empty, so I just simply say PHP if posts are not empty. Oh, let me just loop. Let me just loop without even wasting much time. So I can just write here for each in this plain HTML for each, and then press the tag key. Then the Sublime text will help me to write the and closing. So I can put here post. So I have all posts here, and I loop them, and each post I put in a post. I can put in a P if I want. So now I'm going to put here the no. I have to first write the table skeleton, right? So the table skeleton will be tably, and then it will be here the ID, post ID, and then the title, and then here I'll put the title, and then maybe views, and then put post by, post by, and maybe you can put also here action. Okay, that's enough. So here we're going to put here the ID. So I'll just simply come here and put PHP, and then put post, and point at what? And point at post ID. Okay. Oh, now this one has to be in a loop. Our loop has to be here. Has to be here, right? Has to be here. Okay. So each row should be looped. Hope that is straightforward. So the first cell is ID. So I just duplicate. I can make it even bolder and press H. So the next cell will be the title. So I'll just come and copy here title. You see that technique? It helps you not to do mistakes. And the next cell will be what? It will be views. I'll come and check views. Post views, it is here. Okay. And the next thing is the what? Is action. In action there I'll just put the ID for now. Just let me put ID, and then we'll put the actions later. So let us refresh. Hope everything is gonna be perfect. What's not happening? Oh, I said P, not post. Let me put post. Okay, so now everything is okay. Yeah, everything is okay. Only that I need to do what? To cover this with a what? With a table. So I'll give it a what? A class of table. And I'll have this. So I want to put that white thing. Of course, that white thing is a card, and I can as well come and get it. Like for example, you see when you're creating a post, you're having it. This card of content. Okay, so I can just come and copy it, starting from where? Starting from here. Starting from where? Let me copy it starting from here. Yeah. Okay, starting from here. I hope that of content you have it. We have that content. Then we have only the card is missing. Already when we have content fluid, have the container, we just need only this, the card. And just come here, card. So I'll come and paste this card here, and then collapse this table, then press enter like this. That it should be inside. So this is the card header. I'll have to close it here. Card header is taken care of. Okay. What is remaining is the what is this card container. So I'll just press enter and close it. You can see it has been closed, but my code is not that organized. Okay, I hope everything is okay. So let me refresh. I'll have that data, but it's not the most beautiful, just ugly thing. But I'll handle it, like card stretching, all of them. We'll handle them later. So let me see if we have your card stretch. Okay, we'll handle the UI later. So let me come and put the paddings. You can put the paddings, you can put the rest. So I can come here and put, did I put card body? I think I did not put that. I think that's why. So I have to put this table in div class card body. Yeah. So this data have to be one step ahead like this. That my code should be organized. Okay. So I'll have to close this one here. Yeah. So there, at least it's okay. So if I come and refresh, I hope that it will be a little bit inside. Yeah. So we have that data. So I can put it instead of news post, I can say all posts. All posts. So after all posts, I'm going to remove. Let me see what is. Yeah, so I have to remove this padding top. We'll look on UI later. We'll look on UI later. PT0. We'll look on the UI later. What? The time is over. We'll work on the UI later. Okay, so there we are. So is time over? We still have time?
Yeah.
We still have time.
No.
Okay. Let's start from there next class. We'll start by uploading the what? Uploading the thumbnail, the photo of a post. So today we fixed that. We have worked on the login, logic, as well as creating a new post and some other good practices. So we'll start from there next class, inshallah. Where is the... I did not record the video?